Well, good morning. Back on the trail. This is the second day. Good rest last night. Feeling good this morning and excited to be back out here today. Planning for another 10 to 12 mile day, and then that'll set me up for tomorrow to do a hike back to the north terminus of this trail section, and then come back to a camp spot and then make my way back. So yeah, a lot of fun. Really excited to be out here. Honestly, yesterday I was tired when I got into camp. It doesn't take very long for you to get off trail and lose what little bit of trail legs that I had, and but you know, I feel like I recovered quickly, and now back out. Nice thing about this, you know, there's some rocky places and there's some roots, but it's for the most part pretty smooth. No extreme ups or downs, although, you know, there are some that are pretty sharp, but they're just short. You know, a couple of 100 feet and you're to the top of the up, and a couple of 100 feet you'll be down when it's a sharp down. But like I said a couple of times, I've never been on this before, but I'm glad that I'm exploring it. It's an old trail and a new path for me. So let's get out here. Let me share it with you. Just this wooded forest, you know, whether you're looking from above or below, it's very pretty. All the fall colors are out here. Still a lot of green, but there are some just really pretty colors as well. Haven't seen a lot of wildlife. Heard a lot of squirrels last night as I was getting into camp. It was a little bit late. The sun going down. The sun goes down right now. By 6 o'clock it's dark, and I got into camp about that time, and met a real nice guy, a hunter. He was in a camp adjacent to where I set up. He came over, see if I needed anything, brought me 3 water bottles. And you know, again, you get out here and you meet the greatest people. So thank you for sharing with me.
You're wondering if I go wandering with you, what kind of trouble we'll get ourselves into. Would it be wrong to tag along with a band of vagabonds? You wonder if I'd wander with you.
I don't know if I've talked much about some of the electronics and navigation aids that I use and hikers use, but it seems like a good time to sort of share. You know, I've talked about the trail here being marked really well, and it has been until around the mile 14. And then it just seemed like all of the blazes went away. and I was at a road junction, and I looked, and it was really unclear where the trail was. So normally for big trails like the Appalachian Trail or Continental Divide Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, even the Pinhoti that I'll be doing a section of in January, I use gut hook. Now it's called, what is it called? I'm having a crow moment here. It's Far Out, I think it is, because they changed their name, they rebranded. I'm a child of the 60s, so I figured they were trying to connect with me. But Far Out, I use the maps that are included in that app, and you don't have to have a cell signal. It works off a GPS and it keeps track of where you're at. That's all kinds of different functions. You can take pictures and post onto it. You can leave notes of things that you found, and others can, benefit from your experience. Great app. I really like it. But for lesser traveled trails, like this one on the Uwharrie, Gut Hook or Far Out, they don't have the maps for these trails. So there's another app called All Trails, and it's pretty good. You can get the pro version. I think I got it for like $5 a month or something, and you can do some of the same things as Far Out. You can download the maps, and then it works off a GPS, and you can see where you're at on the trail, which was a good thing because I was going down this road. I happened to look at All Trails, and it showed that I was off the trail. And so I tried to go back and find where I had stepped off the trail. Really, there were no marks. So I sort of went the way All Trails was pointing, and it turned out that I was really just trailblazing. And I would gut through the forest, and there was no trail. But then I would look at the app, and it would show that I had crossed it. So I'd turn back to the right, and I would hike some more, and no trail. But All Trails said I had crossed the trail again. And I zigzagged back and forth like that for quite a while. It's much more difficult to be off the trail in the soft leaves, and you really don't know what you're going to come up on. I've done some trailblazing in the past that was nearly disastrous. But here, I'd finally found the trail, and I've been on it since. And now, every once in a while, there will be an old blaze, but it is not marked the way that it has been in the southern 14 miles of the trail. I don't know if it'll pick up as I get closer to the northern terminus, but for right now, a lot of trail maintenance. The blowdowns are pulled away and cut away, and the trail is cleared. But it would sure be nice if someone would take a little bit of paint and put the blazes back on the trees. Oh well. I'm glad that we have technology that helps. Just wanted to share with you. Well, it's 7 o'clock, but it's dark, and I got in here, set up camp before the rain started. I think it's going to come in tonight and rain more, but right now it's a nice evening. Had dinner, and now I'm getting ready to go to bed. But just wanted to sort of recap the day. It's been a great day. Beautiful skies all day long. Was going to stay at Camp 8B, I think is what it's called. It was a 10-mile hike from my last camp, but I got there and there was no path. I didn't see any markings. I missed it, so I kept on going. I went about 2 more miles, and then I tucked in before the rain was scheduled to start. So I wanted to get at least the tent set up, but I was blessed. I didn't have any rain at all. It hasn't rained yet. It's just sort of a nice night so far. But I'm planning to sort of camp here tonight in this little stealth spot, and then tomorrow I only have 3 miles to go in to the end of the terminus, but then to come back, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do there. I tell you, I got to, I think it was mile 19, and I thought I had gone back to Pennsylvania somehow. It was rocky, had about 3/4 of a mile, first of a rocky ascent and then a very steep rocky descent. And yeah, it was a little challenging. I was surprised in these old mountains, but it was good to get through it. And so tomorrow I'm trying to decide how I'm going to approach it when I hit the northern terminus. This ends the second day on this old trail that's a new path for me. So I'm going to go to sleep, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path, and God bless you.